Since the creation of the car, there have always been people who hold an intimate connection to them. These people, known as car enthusiasts, were the product of automobiles being marketed as more than just a tool. Over the years, the amount of enthusiasts only grew, but it seems that growth is now turning into decay. What was once a movement that covered every corner of the United States is now a niche culture kept alive by those who remain. Many passionate car collectors with the necessary resources have decided to combat this by turning their existing collections into full-blown museums. These museums are the last line of defense against a population that is obsessed with efficiency and automation at the cost of enjoyment. Today we're looking at the importance of automotive museums and what they mean for the future of car culture.
Alright, so we're in Fort Worth today, and we're here to check out a museum that just opened up in May, the DFW Car and Toy Museum. It's one of three in the area. There's one a little west that deals with antique cars, and there's one in the east which is primarily motorcycles. Now, this one in specific is very special because it's home to 200 cars and 3,000 toys on 150,000 square feet of museum space. The whole collection is privately owned by a man named Ron Sturgeon, and I was actually here for its grand opening in May. They held a whole car show and everything. It was pretty cool. Now, before I go in, I thought I'd give a little more backstory on this place because it is not just something that happened overnight. This has been a story in the making.
It all started in the 1980s when Ron Sturgeon began collecting toys. After building a massive collection, he decided to share his findings with the public in the form of the DFW Elite Toy Museum. The museum was built in 2014 and immediately began seeing crowds of visitors. As he expanded into actual cars, he wanted storage for his car collection. The museum eventually moved to where it is today. The new location opened in May of 2025, and just like his predecessor, crowds immediately flooded the floors.
The museum is split into multiple sections. You start the tour by heading right and becoming acquainted with the miniature series featuring tons of vintage Fiats, BMWs, and some even newer stuff like Japanese K cars. This serves as the introduction to the museum, with a little library space full of automotive books and even patents. The museum then directs you to the opposite side of the entrance, where you go up a flight of stairs, past the office, and into the massive Volkswagen collection. Inside this room, you will find a multitude of Beetles, Carmen Gias, and some one-offs. If you follow the route further down, you'll encounter the bulk of the toy collection, as well as some larger metal models as well in the rooms. Exiting the Chamber of Toys, you enter into the main museum floor. This main floor is home to anything from a Bugatti to an Indy car to even a 6x6 Land Rover. Going further past this, you're greeted with European beauties like the Alfa Romeo Montreal or the Mercedes 300 SL. Going past this, you're greeted with cars that wow even most engineers. Finally, the tour concludes with a section for Japanese cars and an exit back to the start of the museum.
Now, if you think that the museum collection is the start and the end of all that this warehouse has to offer, you are more than wrong. First of all, there's the Sturgeon Family Foundation, which operates alongside the warehouse and offers a variety of services from cancer treatment education to women's empowerment. Secondly, of course, there is the car storage itself, 15,000 square feet, with electronic racks to help other collectors store their prized possessions in climate-cooled buildings. And finally, there is something happening every single month at this museum. From hosting car meets to toy drives or charity work, there is something to just get the community together and bring more people to the museum. The DFW Car and Toy Museum is a prime example of the importance of automotive museums. It's more than just a building with cars. It's a place where people can come to pass down their love and their knowledge to their children, and for those same children to be exposed to different type of vehicles that they may not be exposed to on the daily. And it's places like this that create and encourage love for cars in a world that is slowly trying to get rid of them, get rid of the enjoyment of owning one.